Well, that was fun, everybody, wasn't it? Or at least for a week, it was fun to say that Oklahoma was the #1 team in college basketball. But again, as they have the last few weeks when conference play has started, #1 fell. In fact, when Oklahoma fell, they only fell by 4. They played pretty strong up in Ames, but bounced back against Baylor and their zone defense. In fact, making one 3-pointer shy of the OU record. Pretty sure that's Billy Tubbs in there, that record book. But we'll find out how it happened. Oklahoma could be #1 again tomorrow, but Iowa State, though, what a game they put on for Oklahoma when they were definitely the #1 team in the country. As the #1 team in the country, as the #1 bug hits Oklahoma in hostile territory against Iowa State, 81-77 Iowa State. But the Sooners do bounce back by 10, 82-72 in a game in Waco that really wasn't even that close. Find out how it happened next. The Sooners were the #1 team in college basketball on the men's side for at least a week. Last time it happened that Oklahoma was #1 team in basketball was back in the 1990s. In fact, it was 1990 until last week. But they could not handle the hostile territories of Iowa State as the #1 bug hits Oklahoma in hostile territory in Ames, 81-77. Iowa State wins the ball game. Stats for the game. Oklahoma shot 39.4% from inside the arc and 43.8% from three-point line. While the Cyclones, they shot 46.2% from inside the arc and 27.3% for the first half. After intermission for the second half, Oklahoma's offense went skyrocketing high, shooting 45.5% from inside the arc, and get this, 62.5% from three-point line. Iowa State, though, they stayed hot on both sides, inside and outside. Inside shooting, 48% from inside the arc, and right at 50% from outside the arc. For the game, Oklahoma shot 42.4% from inside the arc and 53.1% from three-point line, while Iowa State shot 46.9% from inside the arc and 38.1% from outside the arc. The statistical leaders in this ball game, points were led by, at least in Oklahoma standards, by the man Buddy the Shield Hield. Buddy Hield, #24, had 27 points in this ball game. Assist leader was #10, Jordan Woodard, out of Arcadia. He had 5 assists in the ball, 5 dimes in the ball game. And the board leader was actually #11, Isaiah Cousins, who had 7 boards. The shot of the game was when Buddy Hield was driving, lost control of the ball, regained control of the ball, knew the Sooners needed a three-point shot, got behind the line, and shot a three-pointer and made it. All that happened late in the game, and I believe that tied up the ball game. Again, in Ames. The Sooners then tried to bounce back and did bounce back with a big-time win in Waco. So now the Sooners have a chance to sweep the Bears, and they're helping them get a chance to sweep the Bears will be Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin will be in the building, so as well as saying goodbye to Ryan Spangler and Jordan Woodard, and Buddy Hield and Isaiah Cousins. You can also see Blake Griffin at that ball game. Go to Soonersports.com for ticket information, but you better get there quickly. The games are sold out. You can get standing room only tickets, I'm sure. But first, you'd have to sweep Baylor, right? Well, to get to that opportunity to sweep Baylor, you'd have to beat Baylor in Waco, which no team has done so far going into Saturday. Then, the Sooners got a 10-point win. Probably would have been a lot more. But remember, Baylor went on a 12-0 run to end the game. With that being said, Oklahoma only won by 10. But the Sooners do tame them Bears in Waco. 82-72, Oklahoma wins the ballgame. First half, Oklahoma shot 58.3% from inside the arc and 66.7% from outside the arc, while the home team Baylor Bears shot 46.2% from the inside the arc and just 33.3% from outside the arc. Second half, Oklahoma shot 65.4% from inside the arc and right at 50% from three-point line, while Baylor in the second half, they shot 45.5% from inside the arc and right at 50% from the three-point line in their own right. As far as the game is concerned, Oklahoma shot 62.0% from inside the arc for the game, and three-point line outside the arc, Oklahoma shot 57.1%. Well, the defense of Oklahoma played okay too, holding Baylor to 45.8% from inside the arc and 40.9% from the three-point line. The stat leaders in this ball game, not what you would think. Buddy Hield got in some foul trouble early, and that's when Jordan Woodard stepped up and scored a Sooner high 20 points in this ball game for number 10 Jordan Woodard. The dime leader was Mr. Isaiah Cousins. He had 9 dishes in this ball game. And the rebounding boards, well, that's when you get number 24, Buddy Hield, involved. The shot of the game was right after a three-point basket. The Sooners got the ball back to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield from three again. Back-to-back threes from Buddy Love. And that really put a dagger in Baylor's game. All right, guys. Well, you know how it works now, don't you? My name's Harry James. You can find me on Twitter. Find me at Sooner_fan_OK, or tweet me, Harry, or Facebook me, Harry James Taylor. Right here, Texas Tech. Now, this might be the one ticket that you got to get, because after this one ticket, the games are sold out for these guys, including home games against Texas, Oklahoma State, and that game that we were just including Kansas. Sorry, I don't think I included Kansas in that match either. So you got Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma State, and that aforementioned game against Baylor. Blake's game. When Blake returns, Blake will have his jersey lowered from the Raptors at Lloyd Noble. Be looking forward to that. Get tickets where you can, guys. This is a good ball club. They're gonna need our help. Who knows? We might be number one by the time that these guys play Tech. You never know. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I love you guys for watching. Sooners need to keep on rolling. Coming up next week, we got 2 games. We'll play Texas Tech in conference play, and then the Sooners will jump out of Texas conference play into the SEC Big 12 Challenge on the men's side. The women played A&M. The men are going to play Louisiana State University. Pre-games are coming up soon. Don't go away. And as always, guys, Boomer Sooner. Take care, guys. I love you guys. I'm out of here.